The dead in the latest violence in Kenya. Soldiers carry bodies of those killed in the Rift Valley region, which is at the heart of the brutal ethnic clashes. And Nakuru, the region's capital, continues to burn. Tension is high as police officers and soldiers patrol the streets. Nakuru, which has been spared most of the violence in the past weeks, has been playing host to the largest population of displaced families in the country. But it is now a theater for the violence, as armed and bloodthirsty youth run amok. These are the scenes at local hospitals. They are jammed with the wounded. Medical staff say they are overwhelmed. Former UN Secretary General Kofi Annan was in Molo, just outside Nakuru and parts of western Kenya. He met the victims of the violence. He also witnessed the trail of destruction in Kenya's post-election unrest, the very issue he's been tasked with resolving.
What we saw was rather tragic. We visited several IDP camps. We saw people pushed from their homes, from their farms, grandmothers, children, families uprooted. And I think it is important that all Kenyans respond with sympathy and understanding and not try to revenge.
Mr. Annan also called for investigations into what he described as a gross and systematic human rights abuses. He expressed fears that the violence triggered by the disputed elections was now taking a different turn.
That it may have been triggered by the electoral results, but it has evolved into something else, where, as I said, there's gross and systematic abuse of rights of citizens, human rights of citizens, and certain groups are being targeted.
The ongoing violence and political stalemate in Kenya is raising fears of a humanitarian crisis. The Rift Valley region, where most of the violence is happening, is considered the country's breadbasket, and there are now concerns that this might lead to drastic food shortages. The latest violence comes despite hopes of progress after President Mwai Kibaki met opposition leader Raila Odinga. But both sides have since traded harsh words, each accusing the other of not being ready for dialogue. And this will no doubt make Kofi Annan's mediation efforts even more difficult. Mohammed Adow, Jazeera, Nairobi, Kenya.